So I just opened up Twitter or X, and right away, I saw some of the craziest Harry Potter news I have ever seen. We might be getting an official Draco and Hermione fan fiction movie. Welcome to Movie Flame. I'm Morgan Ross, and today we're going to dive into this news and really break it down to find out what exactly is going on right now. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and sharing. It will greatly help to grow and sustain the channel. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on all of my other social media pages, all of which are linked down below, and all of which have similar content that I make here on this channel. Now, let's get into this crazy news. So this is the tweet that I saw when I first opened the app, and it's posted by Discussing Film, who's a very reliable source on Twitter. So immediately I was like, oh my god, it's coming from Discussing Film. This is serious. It says that Legendary, who is a legit movie company, they made all of the Godzilla vs. Kong movies, plus they made Pacific Rim and a bunch of others. Legendary has bought the movie rights to Sen Lin Yu's Alchemized, a novel that was originally a Harry Potter fanfic. The original fanfic followed a forbidden love between Hermione and Draco Malfoy. It is the biggest ever acquisition for a book's movie rights at $3 million. So not only did Legendary buy the rights to what was originally a Draco and Hermione fanfiction, they also broke the record of how much someone has paid to make a movie out of a book. And I'll say this, for those that don't know, the Harry Potter fanfiction world is absolutely crazy. There is a huge number of people that know more about the fanfiction community than they do the actual books and the actual lore. I know this because I am actually working on one of the biggest videos I've ever made, which is covering Harry Potter fanfiction. So it was just a coincidence that this popped up, and I haven't announced what that video was. I've only said I'm working on a big video, but yeah, there you go. That's what it's about. So here's the actual article that the tweet linked, and the article is called Big Deal. Legendary pays 7 figures for Alchemized, book that began life as Harry Potter fan fiction. The company made a preemptive offer meant to surpass any competition, prompting a whirlwind round of deal making according to sources. So this means that people were actually after this book and not just Legendary. More than one movie company wanted to adapt it. Interestingly, Legendary had no comment on the deal terms, which makes you wonder, are they embarrassed about it? Are they like, ooh, did we overpay? Or they might just not care because they got it and they don't really want to talk to the press. Either way though, paying $3 million, more than anybody has ever paid for a book to be adapted to the big screen, is pretty crazy. So the author for Alchemized, Sen Lin Yu, had this to say: "I'm honored by Legendary's incredible enthusiasm for the project and can't wait to see the world of Palladium come to life." So this is where I have to take a detour and explain why she said the world of Palladium and not the Wizarding World. So I did some research to find out exactly why people are saying this is a Draco and Hermione movie. So the original name for Alchemized was actually Manacled, and it was a Harry Potter Dramione, or Draco and Hermione, fanfic set in an alternate dystopian universe where Voldemort won. And apparently it had strong echoes of The Handmaid's Tale. And Manacled on the fanfic platform AO3, which I am now very familiar with after researching for my video on fanfic. On AO3, it received over 100,000 5-star ratings on Goodreads and had 10 million views. So obviously people love this story, and Sen Lin Yu wanted to make money from it. She turned it into her own published novel, and it had been completely reworked into an original fantasy story. So doing my research, I discovered that she changed Hermione's character to Helena and Draco's character to Cain. Magic is framed as necromancy/alchemy and not Hogwarts-style magic, and the setting is entirely different, removing all direct ties to both the Harry Potter universe and The Handmaid's Tale, largely due to trademark and copyright problems. So it is no longer a Harry Potter story, though the emotional tone, structure, and core dynamics are intentionally inspired by Manacled. So is it still about Dramione? I'd say yes. Looking at this, it says, yes, the emotional arc is structurally similar to the romance between Hermione and Draco in Manacled. Senlen Yu has confirmed that core scenes they deemed pivotal to the plot remain in this reimagined version, but with new characters in a different world. So basically, if you were a fan of Manacled and were a fan of Dramione fanfiction, you're basically getting a Dramione movie, it's just with a few changes. But deep down, if you've read the fanfiction, I think you will be like, oh yeah, this is the same story, just with different characters in a different world. So if you are curious about what the plot is, basically in the plot, Voldemort defeats the Order of the Phoenix, the world falls under his regime, Hermione is captured during the final battle and becomes a prisoner of war. Hermione then has memory loss. At the start of the story, Hermione is obliviated. She remembers very little of the war or her role in it. And to her horror, she learns she's been forced into breeding duty as part of Voldemort's policies. I was reading that in real time, and you could probably tell from my reaction that, wow, that's crazy. So this is where Draco's role is. Draco Malfoy, now a high-ranking Death Eater and Voldemort's right hand, is assigned as her handler and partner. Outwardly, he's cold and loyal to Voldemort. Inwardly, readers discover he has been working in secret with Hermione and the Resistance. Their relationship begins slowly and reveals layers of trust, sacrifice, and deep emotional connection. Then comes the Resistance, and through fragmented flashbacks and gradual memory restoration, Hermione remembers. She and Draco were secretly working together against Voldemort. They fell in love during the war despite being on opposite sides, so I guess like a Romeo and Juliet sort of thing. And Draco sacrificed his reputation and life to keep her alive. Then the ending, without spoiling every beat, Hermione regains her memories fully, the truth of her and Draco's bond becomes clear, and the ending is tragic, bittersweet, and devastating. And I felt the need to say that it's not a fluffy romance, but one that reflects the costs of war. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Draco and Hermione fan, but that actually sounds like a really cool plot. So me personally, after reading that, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch the Alchemist movie. And then when I'm watching it, I'm obviously going to be thinking that this is about Draco and Hermione and not whatever the name she came up for the new characters. So are we getting an official movie about Draco and Hermione? Basically. And I think that's pretty cool. I also think it's cool that only a select few will be in the know about what this really is, and we'll have like inside information that nobody else has. I don't know, I just think that that would be fun. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you already know about the fanfiction Manacled, or is this the first time you're hearing about it like me? Also, let me know if you've read the actual Alchemist book, and let me know what you think, because honestly, I'm kind of curious. And lastly, let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this movie and if you're gonna see this movie. If you enjoyed this video, I have a lot of others like this. There's a playlist right here about me breaking down the HBO Harry Potter TV series, and here's some lore video, I don't know which one yet, but one that I really like. So yeah, go check those videos out. That's all I have for you guys in this video though. Thank you so much for watching.